Mikhail Tal's forehead bore the scars of a fearful blow to the head by a bottle in Havana night bar during the Olympiad in Cuba in 1966. There was a well-known joke by Petrosian at that time. Only someone with the robust health of Tal could endure such a blow. Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to take a look at the first game which Mikhail Tal played after being recovered from that severe blow in the bar. For a more detailed information of what happened and why the Coca-Cola bottle landed on his forehead, please check out the link which I will pin in the comment section, and also it's available in the card section. Here it is. I have to tell you that Tal could only join the tournament from round 5, where the Soviet team faced Uruguay team. After the thrown Coca-Cola bottle wounded Tal's forehead, it was covered with stitches and the magician from Riga was wearing dark glasses. In this game Tal's opponent is Alfredo Olivera, who won Uruguayan chess championship 5 times. Mikhail Tal, who was on the white side, opened up with e4, to which Olivera responded with e5. Knight f3, knight c6, and bishop b5. We have the Spanish game, a6, Morphy defense, bishop a4, knight f6, white castled kingside, bishop e7, black is going for the closed variations, rook e1, b5, bishop b3, d6, c3, bishop g4. I have to tell you that in here the most popular move is considered to be castling kingside, after which white is usually playing h3, preventing bishop g4 jump, but in our game black first decided to pin white knight by playing bishop g4, h3, bishop h5, and not paying attention that the knight on f3 is pinned, Tal established this classical pawn center. This is a very aggressive move which leads to a pawn sacrifice. Bishop takes f3, black is luring away white queen from the d file and then is winning white's central pawn. E takes d4, queen g3, white is attacking the pawn on g7, but other good alternative is queen d3, a move which Judith Polgar made in a game against Nigel Short in 1996. But in our game we have queen g6, to which black answered with a very dubious king f8 move. Very soon this king f8 is going to become a major reason for black's problems. Instead, it was better to castle kingside, and it's not quite clear why black didn't make this move. If bishop h6, then black can neutralize all possible threats by playing knight e8. But in our game, after queen g3, we have king f8. Here comes queen d3. Tal first put black's king on a very awkward square and then played queen d3. Wants to play c takes d4, black captured on c3, and we have knight takes c3, knight e5, queen e2. If we have a look at the position, white is a pawn down, but relying on the fact that white has a nice bishop pair, and also this king is on a very awkward square, white has a compensation. Here black played c5 and bishop e3, b4, knight d5, knight takes d5, bishop takes d5. The light squared bishop is occupying a very nice attacking square, and there comes the rook, rook d1, white is centralizing his pieces. And now it's not quite clear how is black going to activate this rook, and if black tries to castle by hand and play a move like g6, then can step into very unpleasant bishop h6 check. That's why in here Olivera decided to play g5. With this move, black is blocking the c1 h6 diagonal, is preventing bishop h6 check, and wants to castle by hand, but this is weakening black's king side too much. Here comes queen h5, bishop f6, and there it goes, f4. G takes f4, bishop takes f4, and rook g8. Relying on the fact that right now white can't capture on h7 because of this knight f3 check, black wants to activate his rook, but Tal is not the player who is interested in pawns. He played rook f1, a subtle and at the same time a powerful move. Right now, white wants to play bishop takes e5 and rely on the vulnerability of d and f files. Rook g6, black is blocking this diagonal, but Finally, after white's queen takes h7, Olivera decided to resign. Right now white is threatening bishop takes e5, and if you play a move like queen e7, then white can play rook f2 followed by rook f1. Yes, doubling up the rooks on the f file can allow white to put a very useful pressure down the f file. That's why, understanding that his position is hopeless, after queen takes h7, Olivera resigned, although I would have liked to see him making few more moves and allowing the dust to settle. All in all, in this game black failed to put an adequate resistance and got crushed very quickly. Well, in the end, let's also solve a chess puzzle where the task is to find the winning move for black. It's black to move, and I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Once again, I would strongly recommend to check out the link which I will put in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.